Is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Brett Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yackley Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth with a call of the game with a Hall of Famer and the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, D.T. Meyer.
And a good Tuesday afternoon as we approach the evening here from Phillip, South Dakota, as we get you set for some high school basketball. Doubleheader is on tap between Sully Butte and the Phillip Scotties. Wyatt Burridge with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio for making this game possible live on the air as we get you into the 83 Ag Sales pregame show brought to you by 83 Ag Sales. Well, it's a tale of two different teams here as the opponent for the Chargers this afternoon and the Scotties sitting at a 3-1 record. They would defeat Faith last time out before the Christmas break. The Chargers are on the other end with their record. They are 0-4 on the season. Currently, they are looking for their first win in 5 tries now, and they would fall to Wolsey Wessington in their contest 55-33 on last Tuesday before the Christmas break. Just a second road game for Sully Butte. For the girls, the boys will play their first road game of the season, and we should be having an interesting contest, and I say that because there's some shot clock malfunction in the contest. One shot clock decided to stop working during the boys' JV game in the first quarter, which the boys' JV were victorious. The JV girls would fall in the earlier games here today. Again, we mentioned Phillip going into this one 3-1 on the season. They have already defeated a local area team in Stanley County, and this is their second opponent in the local area for us here from the KLXS studios. Pure Country 95.3, and we will continue. We did catch up with head coach Susie Ruling. We'll talk about the history between these two teams next after this 90-second timeout. You're tuned in to the 83 Ag Sales pregame show. It's your Sully Butte Chargers. They are taking on the Phillip Lady Scotties. Coming up here in just a few moments. We're back in 90 seconds on Country 95.3.
Get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Back here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show is we are getting you set for your Sully Butte Charger girls taking on the Lady Scotties from Phillip here. It will be the 16th meeting dating back to 2007. Sully Butte's really a one-sided affair since 2007. The Chargers won the first 14. They would fall last season with a final of 58-37 as the Lady Scotties picked up their first win in 15 tries dating back to 2007. They'll look to make it 2 in a row and be perfect under head coach Lonnie Rogaire. And he enters his second season. Kind of a cool story of how this all came about for the Scotties as well. Talking about how he kind of injured here, the support system he has. Because he doesn't actually live in Phillip. He actually is about an hour away from Phillip High School. But we will go more into that story in just a little bit. Again, the last win for the Sully Butte was the end of their 14 game winning streak against Phillip. It was the last win was on January 2nd of 2024. They would win with a final of 58-44. So that is the history between these two teams. We didn't catch up with head coach Susie Ruley. We'll step aside and take a timeout. We'll take another 90-second break. Get that pregame interview with head coach Ruley. That's coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We continue your 83 Ag Sales pregame show. Continuing our pregame coverage here on Country 95.3 here with head coach Susie Ruley. And coach, played 4 games. I know it's tough 4 games to start the season, and then you go into a break. I mean, as a coach, from your perspective, how important maybe is that break just to kind of refocus in a sense? But how did the team kind of respond coming out of that break?
They responded pretty well. I mean, after that 4-day break of being off, you couldn't pick up a basketball because they were redoing our floor, so that didn't help, But when they came to practice Saturday morning, they came and did what they needed to do, and we worked on a lot of things to hopefully improve on our season.
It's not where you want to be as a team. You don't want to have a goose egg in the win column. But just kind of seeing, those light spots within the team as the season has it's short, but it's kind of progressed. What are some of those things that you've seen that has grown since the beginning of the season?
We're becoming more confident in our shooting. They're shooting the ball a lot more than they have in the last few games, so I'm pleased with that. We just got to keep working harder on defense, and making sure we get back in transition a lot quicker than what we have been, just to be a little bit more successful on that end.
Not a lot of practice, and you're on the road. It's only you guys' second trip of the season. As a coach, just kind of like as a road trip, like a team going on a road trip, how do you kind of hope your players respond being on the road?
Usually they respond pretty well. We didn't do too bad when we went to Harriet Selby. We didn't come out with fire, so I'm hoping tonight, with this being our second road trip, that we come out with some intensity and, and energy and ready to play.
Talking about Phillip here, I mean, it's kind of everybody else has played this season. They want to they want to press, they want to get in the face, like you were mentioning before this pregame conversation. I mean, that's kind of what this Sully Buttes team has kind of seen quite a bit this season. How do you just kind of make sure that this team kind of just, focus, but B, have that confidence to kind of be prepared for what they're about to see?
Yeah, you can practice it and practice all you want, but when it comes to a game time, it's a completely different scenario. Sometimes you just got to be confident and they got to stay calm. You can't rush the passes. You got to meet your pass, and eventually you'll get it across the line and then just run the offense. But the biggest is going to be confidence in breaking that press tonight.
I was going to go right into what do you hope to see confidence. What are maybe some other things you want to see from your team tonight? Maybe one key focus besides confidence.
Keep shooting the ball on offense. Look for our open people, depending upon what they play. If they're going to play zone, if they're going to play man, adjust to that. And then to make sure on defense to communicate and box out.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time and best of luck today.
All right, thanks, Wyatt.
Big thanks to head coach Susie Rowley for taking some time before this game. We're just moments away from tip-off between the Phillip Scotties and Phillip, where we're at today, and your Sully Buttes Chargers. Starting lineups and more in tip-off. He's just coming moments away here. We'll get to a national anthem and the starting lineups. That's coming up next after this 2-minute timeout on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 2 minutes.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you use BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
National anthem done by a trio of saxophones in the Phillip High School band. As we are going to get your starting lineups, we're going to go right into it. We'll start with the host team in the Phillips Lady Scotties under head coach Monty Roger in his second season. It'll look like this. It's a 5'5 junior and number 10, Gail Peterson. She'll be followed by number 13, a 5'5 senior, Andrew Turkelson. Number 15, a 5'9 junior, and Kylie Reckling. Number 20, a 5'7 junior, and Cadence Eisenbraun. And to round up the starting lineup, it's number 23, a 5'2 freshman, and Tatum Williams. Now let's take a look at your starting lineup for the Lady Chargers of the Sully Butte. Still look like this as we're working on some technical difficulties. It's number 22, a 5'7 senior in Jaden Yeager. She'll be followed by number 23, a senior at 5'5, Nemea Westfall. It's number 31, a 6' senior in Scotland Kinney. Number 32, a 5'4 senior in Miley Weishadow. And number 33, Tavery Smith, a 5'7 senior today. That is your starting lineup for the Chargers. They'll be going from right to left to start this one. It'll be Phillip going from left to right. Wyatt Barichka with you. Big thanks to Eliza, back in the studio for this one. It will be Scotland Kinney in the center circle. Will take on Kylie Reckling. Chargers in their road purples for the second time this season. Gold numbers, gold lettering, and trimmed in white as they will control the opening tip. It's the Scotties in the white uniforms. Orange numbers, orange lettering, and it's an immediate turnover as the Scotties will get a bucket there from Turklen for two. First turnover of the contest, and it's going to be 2-0 on that scoreboard. And you'll just have to bear with us as the one-man crew, camera-wise, stat-keeping-wise, play-by-play, as we got Weishadow on the floor, and it's a jump ball. It will be Phillip basketball with just under 30 seconds played. 2-0 for the Scotties over the Chargers. Looking for their first win of the season, first of two games this week. It's the last one of the 2025 portion of their season. Phillip basketball as Kinney tries to get away in the passing lane. Weishadow will pick up the basketball, and it's going to be a turnover for the Scotties. First one of the afternoon as the Chargers pick up the basketball. It's Kinney outside the paint. Shot is going to hit off the left rim, and it will bounce out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Scotties. 7:05 left to go here in quarter number one. It is 2-0 on your scoreboard. If you're watching the YouTube stream, up top there is a triple. Is going to be fired away. It's going to be no good. It's saved, though. And then one bounce out of bounds. And it goes right back to the Chargers. Again, it's basically been the same story. The pressure that the opposing teams have shown against Sully Butte, it's led to series of turnovers. Can the Chargers, though, overcome the full court pressure, the tight defense? As Weishadow trying to save the possession, was trying to give it off, had to tap it away, and it's going to be last touch by Phillip. It will stay with Sully Butte. But again, kind of that one key factor, and we're going to have a question of the shot clock. Again, one of the shot clocks doesn't work. It's the one on, if you're watching live, it's the one on our left side. And we're working on shot clock issue malfunctions. The one that works is on the right of us. We're on the south side of the gymnasium at Phillip High School. And now we got some technical difficulties. Shot clock is set to 22, so that was what the confusion was, because really there wasn't a change of possession. That's why the shot clock shouldn't have been reset. Inbound pass is given to Kinney, and then Kinney is going to travel with it. And she was trying to give the pass off before picking up that pivot foot. And it goes right back to the Scotties. Just a second turnover with 6:35 left to go here in quarter number 1. Back to the Scotties. Williams up top now to Rackling. Will look for the inside give to Peterson. Now back out to Turklen. Turklen gives it off to Williams. Williams back to Rackling in the paint. One bounce kick out. Turklen will drive for the rest right wing and will miss the shot in the paint. As Westfall was trying to save it. He get the rebound, but it's going to be no good. And it will go to Phillip. See, Glenn Birdie in for the first time. Didn't travel with the team, but was able to make the road trip here to Phillip here today. As Birdie on the defense there after the missed 3. It's picked up there by Westfall. And Yeager now will bring it down for the Chargers. 3-team trap. Take it away. It's Williams all alone for 2. And we'll get the buckets. Now 4-0. Phillip up over Sally Buttes. And get a whistle. And it looks like a foul on the Scotties. It will be their first, team's first. Then they'll give it to Turklen for her first. Team's first of the quarter in a 4-0 start with 5:42 left to play. See our first substitution of the afternoon. Checking in is Charlie Ramsey. Here's a give inside for Weichenau, and it could be out of bounds on a turnover for the Chargers. Again, it'll be a doubleheader here, so we'll have the boys' game right after the conclusion of the girls' contest. We'll preview that as we do get closer to that one. About 15 minutes behind estimated start time, and the Scotties will turn it over and give it back to the Chargers. We'll see Ellie Nelson check in. Those have some of the medical tape on her leg and talked with coach and said, expect her to play. And she is in for the first time this afternoon. Nelson over the midcourt stripe, looks to give it off to Kitty. Spins to the right and will wave off the shot as the foul occurred before the shot. They'll give the foul to Kylie Reckley. She'll pick up her first and team second of the quarter. Nelson will trigger it in from the near side. Nelson to Bernie will bring it up to the far side, up top to Weichenau. Now to Bernie again, who couldn't control the basketball, now does. We'll give it off to Yeager, left wing, lob pass inside. Kitty underneath, left side, lays it up and in. Skyline Kinney gets the first bucket for the Chargers, and the offense, it's what you want to see. And responding on the other end was Turklen with a triple. And it's now 7-2, but you like to see that offense show early here in this first quarter. Chargers will turn it back over. It's a 2-on-3. And Nelson will pick it up after the turnover, as it was good defense there by the Chargers. And then we'll get a jump ball on the near side. Arrow will favor the Chargers. We're right by, or directly behind the Sully Buttes bench, so that crowd might be able to kind of pick some things, kind of hear some of the things that coach might say. That's how we're feeling the whole full game plan that they're saying. Nelson couldn't keep the basketball. Turnover taken away by Williams. And defense transitions. Nice job as Bernie is the one who will fall to the deck. And with the credit of the defense, but it will be Scotty's basketball. Chargers with their fifth in the first quarter, as we're not even near the midway point. Inbound taken away by Bernie. Overthrown pass as Bernie will lay it up and in. Get a whistle and a timeout taken by the Scotties as Bernie gets her first bucket of the contest, and the score is Phillip 7. Sully Buttes 4. Will keep it here, as we do want to give a big shout out to the Sully County Sheriff's Department. Be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 4:02 left to play, quarter number one. Chargers after the bucket there from Erklin Bernie. Gets her first two Chargers in the scores column. Scotland Kitty got the first bucket off the assist from Yeager. Just the second game on the road this season. They'll be on the road to Aberdeen on Saturday. And now we got more stoppage. It looks like there was a spill on the floor. The cleanup will let this game resume. 4:02 left to play. Phillip 7 and Sully Buttes with 4 on the scoreboard. Turklin will go to the left corner, give it up top now as they'll swing it around the arc. Left side now, Turklin, triple, left wing, swishes it in. Second triple for her, back-to-back threes, makes this now 10-4. Full court pressure by the Scotties as Yeager was able to get it. Now a fight for the basketball as Weishdell is the first on the floor, using her leg and arms to make sure it wouldn't be an easy turnover for Sully Buttes. We'll get another substitution as in the contest as Cadence Eisenbron. We'll also see Tavery Smith in for Ellie Nelson. Allie Beeler with a last-second check-in for the Chargers. Scotty's basketball after the tie-up. 10:26 left to play. Inside give, now a kick out triple from Ramsey is going to clank off the iron. Second chance for Eisenbron. Couldn't do it. Is now you got to fight another tie up. That one is Tavery Smith, and she was tied up there with Ramsey. But we'll actually get a foul instead of a tie up. Give Ramsey her first. Be the team's third of the quarter. The Chargers get it back. Beeler getting the inbound pass from Yeager. Quickly over the timeline. On the right side, Beeler will just couldn't hold it for as long as possible. It will turn the basketball over on a travel. Still 10-4. 3:08 to play here at Phillip High School. Got that new school, old school combo with the old school bleachers. New school floor is a floater there from Ramsey is good. And it's an 8-point lead for the Scotties at 12-4. And Beeler will travel and turn it over. Today Westfall going to quickly check back in for Beeler. Westfall gets a quick rest, checks right back in with 2:46 left to go. Turklin will throw up a shot from the left side, misses. Ramsey was the one who crowded the rebound, and we're going to whistle on a foul, courtesy of Jaden Yeager. She'll pick up her first. 2:38 left to go. The inbound is going to go give it to Mesa Mangus, who is in for the first time for Phillip. Ramsey will put up a shot in the paint and make it. And she's got 4 in the contest. Almost another turnover as Birdie is able to save it. And she'll try to get quickly over the midcourt stripe. She does, and there's a double dribble. So that is now turnover number 8 for Sully Buttes in the first quarter. 2:17 left to play. 10-point lead at 14-4. As Phillip gets it back, going from left to right. Gregoline will look for the long pass. Yeager in the passing lane will knock it out of bounds. It will stay Scotty basketball. Change for the Scotties. We'll see Kylie Recklane back in for the Scotties. Inbound play goes to Turkley in the paint. Throw up shot. Bounces around the iron a couple of times and drops. Turkleton already in double digits with 10 points. Chargers get it on to the other side. Yeager in the paint. She'll try to put up a shot and respond, and a foul will put her to the line. And some freebies coming up for Jaden Yeager. Miley Weishadell going to check back in. Also gets Dana Williams into the contest as well. First free throw is off the mark for Yeager. It's the first trip to the line by either team today. Get one more free throw here as Westfall will check out. Weishadell checks back in. Get one more free throw here for Yeager with 1:47 left to play here in a quiet gymnasium. Second free throw off the iron. Fight for the basketball was Kitty, but she had her foot on the out-of-bounds line, and it's going to be an empty trip for the Chargers. Back to Phillip with a 12-point advantage, 16-4, with 1:35 left to play. Really haven't had shot clock issues yet by either team. Missed shot there. Rebound picked up there by Smith, and that will be out of bounds. It will stay with the Chargers with under 90 seconds left to go. Full court pressure being shown. You had Smith really wide open on the other side. Now she'll get it in the middle as a couple of Scotties close in. Now they get it over the midcourt stripe. Kitty, Yeager on the drive. Floater on the right side will bounce off the glass and in. Yeager gets her first points. It's back to a 10-point lead at 16-6 as we approach the final 60 seconds here in quarter number one. Back to the Scotties. Triple from Turkleton. In and out. Picked up there by Mangus. Second chance, no good. And Yeager will just swat it away out of bounds. And we'll stay with Phillip with 54.5 left to go. Turkleton will trigger it in. And now we got more confusion, it looks like, from the officials. The officials are working on how much time should be left on the shot clock. Looks like that's what the confusion is. All right, maybe not. Oh, they do. They switch it from 30 to 15. So there's your shot clock malfunction. Turkleton gets it back. So they'll swing it around. Williams, triple from the left corner. No good. Yeager with the rebound. Yeager will lose it, and then Weishadell will pick up the basketball after it slipped through a couple of Phillip players. And now you get a foul by Phillip. And this should be bonus. It is. Foul going to be credited to Kylie Reckling. She'll pick up her second. Team's fifth. Bernie will go to the line. She has 2 points on the afternoon. Oh, hit it now, but goes back in. And that'll be the first free throw made. And Sully Beats are the only team to be at the line in this first quarter. Smith will check out. Nelson is back in. And a couple of changes for the Scotties. Checking in is Eisenbraun and also Charlie Ramsey. Ramsey is an 8th grader at 5'6". One of the first off the bench as well for Phillip. Second free throw, perfect trip for Bernie. And she's got 4. The lead is cut down. Half of what Phillip has at 16-8. 30 seconds left to go. Shot clock separated by 2. Williams gives it back to the Colonel. Turkleton for 3 off the iron, and Yeager is going to corral the rebound. Shot clock turned off with 19 seconds left to go. Chargers look like they'll hold it. Now it's Westfall wide open. Shot deflected, though, by Turkleton. And it's Kinney who was trying to get the rebound. steps out of bounds. It'll turn the basketball over with 10.8 left to go. They'll get Peterson in. He set up a last-second shot. 10.8 left to go. Williams picks it up. Clock starts. 7 seconds left to go. Turlin, Williams up top. Triple is up and good with 3 seconds left to go. Williams gets 5, and that's how the quarter will end. We have played one here from Phillip, and the Chargers face an 11-point deficit at 19-8. We'll step aside. We'll be right back here on KLXS Country 95.3 Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 60 seconds.
60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pier and Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
About to get you set for quarter number 2. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio and Heather jumping on the camera here. So we are live from Phillip. Sully Butte Chargers down 19-8 to start quarter number 2. So we're underway. Chargers get the basketball going from right to left. Yeager has it. We'll give it up now to Nelson as they'll swing it around. Weishall looking for the basketball, now trying to feed it to Kitty. It was deflected, and it will stay Sully Butte's basketball. We've had 14 seconds gone by. Same starters besides Nelson is in there. For Smith, Yeager on the inbound play. Couldn't get the shot to go as the defense for Phillip was there. Kick out to Weishall. Now let's pass it off to Westfall on the baseline. Now makes her way back out. Nelson, not about the shot. Give it off to Yeager. Skip pass over to Westfall. Now it's Weishall. Loses the basketball with the shot clock at 5. And the Chargers will start the second quarter with a turnover. Turkland on the left corner, 3 in and out. And a fight will give it to Nelson. Quickly over to Westfall, but a turnover. Looking for the long pass there with 7:13 left to go. Chargers did shoot 3 of 5 in the first quarter. Phillip right now was 8 of 15 from the field in the first. They're now 8 of 16 after this shot. Turkland will make her way to the left side. Makes it away to the baseline. Now give it off to Eisenbraun. Now up top, it is Ramsey. Ramsey floater, shot off the mark. Ramsey with the rebound. Second chance. Bounce a few times. It will drop, and Yeager will touch it last. And this basketball will stay with Phillip. So a couple of opportunities there for Phillip. They weren't able to get a shot to go. Now they get a 4th chance. 6:48 left to play. Swinging around. Turkling with a triple. And Turkling, Dane, I should say. I apologize for the mispronunciation. Missed 3. Another chance for Phillip. And then it is Nelson who gets it and will travel with it. We're nearing a minute on this side of the courts. Make this now opportunity number 6. Turkland on the missed shot, and it's going to be deflected by Sully Butte. You'll take that defensively if you're Sully Butte. That just means I'll have to continue playing the defensive part of this game. Turkland with the inbound. Give it up top to Peterson. All the way in the paint. They'll wave off the shot, and they'll get the Chargers on a foul. Get Miley Weishadall with the foul. That'll be her first, team's first. Brooklyn Burney will check in for Westfall. 6:28 left to go. Inbound underneath is Peterson for two. And just couldn't get defense there for the Chargers. And it will now be 21 to a Burney to Kinney for two. Transition buckets. Works there for the Chargers as Kinney now has 4 in the contest. Next possession for Scotties. How about a third try? And it's going to be an empty trip for the Scotties. And now Chargers starting to pick things up here as the game pace going a little bit fast for the Chargers. They'll turn it over. They'll miss the first shot, and Ramsey will crowd the rebound and put it back in. Sully Buttes again, that full court pressure, been a struggle this season. They are definitely doing better in this first half, which you like to see as it will go out of bounds. Chargers will stay with it. It's a 13-point deficit with 5:33 left to go. Yeager to trigger it in. Getting first game after the Christmas holiday. Hopefully you had a great holiday. Chargers looking for a reach, and it'll be a turnover and a bucket for Turkleton. Weishadall on the other side, and now you'll get a foul as I think the Chargers were looking for that one, especially now that you're right behind the Charger bench. You can kind of see more of the facial expressions really for both sides, for Phillip and Sully Buttes as well. Kind of getting a first-hand look, really, at audio experience, especially on the radio side. They'll give the foul off to Ramsey. She picks up her second inbound play. Is going to result in a missed shot. Weishadall, though, getting the rebound. Now baseline drive, left side. Couldn't get the shot to go in. It's going to be a goose egg trip for the Chargers. Turkleton. Now they'll give it off to Reckling and a whistle, and we'll get some freebies. First trip for Phillip this evening. They're going to give the foul. Looks like they were trying to get the correct number. I believe Yeager's going to pick up her second. And it looks like that will be the case. First free throw going to be off the mark there for Reckling. Ready for her first points today. Allie Beeler, J.C. Yeager going to check in as Bernie and Nelson will check out. 4:55 left to play after the free throw. Getting first trip for Phillip today. As the second free throw is going to hit off the glass, no good. Yeager rebound. Yeah, we'll get it off to Kitty. Now quickly over to J.C. Yeager. Beeler will take it to the top, reset things over to Yeager. Skip pass over to J.C. J.C. looking for the give underneath to Weishadall. It's going to be a turnover, trying to pick up the offense a little bit where the Sully Buttes Chargers couldn't do so on the other end. It's Reckling who was able to make a free throw. Will put that one in. It's now 27-10. Yeager to Kinney, now to Weishadall. With 4:19 left to go in the first half here. Weishadall trying to go all the way. Couldn't get the first shot to go. Second shot is going to be off the mark as well, and a couple of opportunities and no points to account for. As Yeager, as Williams mishandled the basketball, and it will be turnover number 3 for Phillip. Nice. Now there just I think Williams just mishandled it just a little bit and caused the turnover. And they'll get it on their own side. Weishadall has a couple of Scotties there trying closely defensively. Yeager in the paint, puts up the shot for 2. No, it falls off to the right side. Kinney second chance, no good. Weishadall third chance and a trip to the line. First trip for Weishadall today. She's looking for her first points. They'll give the foul. They get Ramsey for her third. So we'll probably not see Ramsey for the rest of the first half after the first free throw. Weishenall will miss her first. We'll get one more. Be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink, and drive. This is a message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Nelson will come back in for Yeager. And we'll get one more free throw here with 3:54 left to play. Second free throw, count it. And it's a 1 of 2 trip. It is the third made free throw of the afternoon. It's 27-11 with 3:47 left to play. Phillip basketball, next possession. Skip pass over to Peterson. Peterson matched up there by Nelson. Now a give underneath for Eisenbrod, and that's going to be another whistle and a trip to the line. We'll get Kinney with her first. First personal, it is going to be the 13th foul for Sally Buttes in the second quarter. Is the first free throw off the mark for Mesa Mangus, who is the one at the line. Get circled in with a break. Checking in is going to be Reckling for Phillip. Second free throw is good. 28-11 your score with 3:33 left to play. Kinney gives it over to Nelson. A really well executed breaking up the press for the Chargers. Kinney on the baseline with a tie-up. And the tie-up will favor Phillip. Yeager, quick rest. We'll check in for J.C. Yeager. Phillip basketball on the tie-up, so Sally Buttes will get the arrow back. And quickly bringing it up is Peterson. Phillip working the top of the key. Now they'll swing it to the right side. Feed inside to Mangus. Mangus right side, deflected there by Kinney. Nice defense, but a second chance for the Scotties. All the way in. Peterson couldn't get that shot to go. And two opportunities. Football throw to Bueller. Gets it. One is there defensively. And they couldn't get it to go. Were the Chargers, but Phillip will just give it right back after the traveling call. Well, if you need a full court pass, you might be able to make that throw now if you're Sally Buttes. That was a really good throw there from Nelson to Bueller. Triple on the right corner. Couldn't get that one to go. And another opportunity for Sally Buttes. Turnover. As soon as I say that, but really well done. Couple of press breaks there from Sally Buttes. Now they'll have to play defensively here with 2:33 left to play. Give inside there for Reckling. Shot no good. It's Peterson on the second chance. And she'll go on the line and look for her first made free throws of the day. It's Phillip right now just 1 of 4 from the line. We'll give the foul off to Ellie Nelson. She'll pick up her first, team's fourth. So next foul will put him in the bonus. Free throw is good from Peterson. And we'll get one more. Bueller and Weishenall check out. Bernie is back in. And Westfall is back in. Final free throw. It's a perfect trip. And we'll get a change. Turkleton is back in for Phillip with 2:26 left to play. Full court pressure once again being shown. Inbound will go to Bueller, now to Westfall. Kinney over to Bernie. Bernie is going to give it off to Yeager. Right side off the glass. It's good. And I think if you're the Chargers, you really need to look at that full court pressure if they're going to keep bringing it. That might be their way back into this one. No good on the shot. It's a one and done. And Nelson has it. Another long throw. This one a little too much on the throw there from Nelson. And it'll turn the basketball over, but really good couple of minutes here from the Chargers. Now Turkleton bring it down over the midcourt stripe. Under 2 to play in the first half. Up top is Reckling. Now give it inside. They'll give it at the charity stripe. Deflected there by Westfall. And now it's Bernie. 3-on-2 if they can do it. And Bernie will slow it down. Bernie will give it to Yeager. Quickly inside to Kinney. Spins to the right. And it'll be a travel. Bernie was trying to kind of move that arm as well. Maybe was looking for the foul, but they won't get it. You can see it from both perspectives. That's why we're up here and not down there. For officials. Final 90 seconds. 30-13 your score. There's a lot of good things to point out here if you're Sully Buttes in this first half, as that two is going to be made. It's a long two from McDaniel, who is in for the first time. Kinney back over to Westfall. Westfall will swing it to Yeager. Yeager back to Bernie. Bernie thinks about a three. Fires a three. Makes it. Bernie with 7. It's 32-16 with the final minute of basketball in the first half. And you'll get a foul on the other end. And it's going to go against the Chargers. And Kinney will pick up her second. And that's should be bonus free throws. It says that up there. And going to the line will be McDaniel. Phillip just 3-6 from the charity stripe, making it 4-7 now. And we'll have one more free throw here. 33-16, final 57.1 left to go after this made free throw. It's good. Yeah, we'll see Williams back in for Phillip. And once again, that full court pressure is being shown. Chargers have shown they can break it. Westfall to Bernie. Bernie's going to skip past it over to Nelson. Phillip closes in. They do break that press. And Yeager has a chance for a three on the right side. Thought about it, elected not to do it, and give it up to Bernie. Nelson over to Westfall. Westfall on the drive in the paint, loses it, and a foul is going to save the possession. As Westfall was starting to fall to the floor, and the foul was called before that traveling call would have been made. They're going to give it off to Wishard, London Wishard, who is in for the first time. Westfall to trigger it in. Looks for Yeager, does. Kick it out to Bernie, up top to Nelson. So swing it around. Yeager's now ends up with it on the right corner. Looking for the lob pass inside, but it's deflected. Out of bounds from Eisenbrod. And looks like going to have exactly 27 seconds. Shot clock separated by 7/10 of a second. Westfall to trigger it in. Inbound goes to Bernie. Now to Kinney. Back to Westfall. Baseline right side. She'll get contact on the arm and a trip to the line. They're going to give the foul off there to Eisenbrod, who will pick up her first. And that will be the last foul to give, even though it was on the shot. Westfall will miss her first. Reckling is going to come in for the final 23 seconds. So the shot clock is going to be turned off. And one more attempt at the line. Westfall's second free throw will hit off the back iron. Rebounded is picked up there by Eisenbrod. And Phillip will hold it for most likely the final shot. Final 13. Reckling swing it over to Eisenbrod, and a foul and 3 free throws. As Westfall is going to pick up the foul. And this is going to send to the line Reckling with 3 free throws. Currently 5 of 8 from the line are the Scotties. First one going to be off the mark. That'll be her first miss of, I guess you would say, the evening now, as it's currently 6:25 from Phillip. Or excuse me, 5:25 from Phillip as the second one goes in. It's 6:25. in the Oneida area. 6.7. After this free throw, Chargers will have it. Third and final free throw is good. Makes it 36-16. Final 6.7 seconds. Westfall quickly over to Nielsen. Has the basket underneath. Layup is good as the buzzer sounds, and the Chargers with a buzzer beater going into halftime. One of their best has a half of basketball this season. Can they carry it into the second half? Trailing by 18, though, are the Sully Buttes Chargers. We'll step aside. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and recap this first half. That's coming up next after this 2-minute timeout on Country 95.3.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out. Give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. On YouTube, it is Phillip 36. It is Sully Buttes 18 at the halftime intermission here. And really a great second quarter from the Chargers. I know they put up 9, but it's how they got those points. How did they broke the press? First time we've really been able to see them break that press. I know it was a tough first quarter for them as Phillip was able to tightly defensively get some steals and turnovers. I mean, Chargers ended up with 15, but also you got to like what you saw for the Sully Buttes girls in that first half. Again, 36-18 is your halftime score. No lead changes and no ties so far in the contest. I had the Chargers with 15 turnovers to Phillip's 4, and team-wise looking like it. The Chargers with 7 of 14 unofficially from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point land. Yeah, 3 of 8 from the charity stripe. Phillip, I had 13 of 29 from the field, 3 of 11 from three-point land, and 7 of 11 from the free throw line. But again, it's the small things that are starting to show. Do they have that confidence? I think you're seeing a lot more. I mean, we found out if the game's on the line and you need a football throw to get it down the court, I think you just found that answer in Ellie Nelson. That was one of those was a great pass to Bernie, who was able to get the easy layup. Also, as well, I mean, you're spreading the basketball scoring as well. And we'll tell you more about those individual statistics in just a moment. Foul-wise, the Chargers finished with 7, and I had the Phillip Scotties with 8. I have no rebounds in the contest to account for, so I do apologize for the statistic folks out there interested in the stats. We'll tell you the individual statistics next here on Country 95.3. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll be back after this on Country 95.3.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Awahi Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Awahi Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at awahigraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck, Chargers, on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakota with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Taking a look at your individual statistics of the first half. Right now is currently scoring-wise for the Scotties. They're led by Drew Turkland with 12 points in the contest. Ramsey would finish with 6, and McDaniel with 4. Peterson with 6, Reckling with 2, Williams with 5, and Mangus with 1 in the contest so far. For the Chargers, they've spread the basketball out quite a bit. You have 5 in scoring column. It's led by Berklin Burney with 7 points. He's got a 3 and a couple of buckets in the contest. Jaden Yeager with 4. Skyline Kitty with 4. Miley Weishdal would get a free throw earlier in the first half. And Ella Nelson has 2 points in the contest as well. Those are your individual statistics. So we'll take one more final timeout as we get you set for the second half of this contest. Chargers right now down by 18, but a lot of good things to see. See if they can continue that into the second half. Phillip, 36, Chargers 18. We're back after this 2-minute timeout on Country 95.3 Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Butte Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go, Sully Butte Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Butte Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Chargers trailing to start this second half at 36-18 in favor of Phillip. Wybridge, with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio, and big thanks to Heather for jumping on for the camera work as the Chargers start with the basketball in the second half. They'll be going from left to right now. Bernie will give it inside to Kinney in the paint. Weishadall loses it on the swab, kicks it back up, and we'll get a foul immediately to start the second half. With 7:48 left to play, and Phillip will pick up their first of the quarter. We have the foul off to Peterson. She'll pick up her first, team's first. Chargers going from left to right in their road purples. Scotty's in their home whites, going from right to left. Bernie looking for Yeager, and they'll get the backcourt violation. So Chargers in this game have started with turnovers in their first possession of each half. And now the Scotties have it on their side. Turkleton will give it over now to Reckling. Give inside for Peterson. Back out there for Reckling for three. No good. And yet you're trying to box out, make sure nobody could get to the basketball. And it's going to be back-to-back empty trips for both these two teams to start the half. Weishadall will get the inbound courtesy of Westfall. Weishadall gives it to Bernie. Trying to break that press. The Chargers did a really good job as they'll turn it over, but a really good job making sure they were able to break that press in the first half. And as soon as I say that, the Chargers did turn it over, but Phillip gives it right back with 7:15 left to play. Again, head coach Lonnie Roger in his second season, and a turnover by the Chargers. Basically took the job a month before the season a year ago. We'll have a trip to the line for Phillip. Again, not even from Phillip. He's coached 6 seasons. This is his second year as the head coach in Phillip. And a timeout taken by head coach Susie really will keep it here. And we're talking about, again, head coach Lonnie Roger. Again, his second season as the head coach, and, we were talking before the game. I was asking if he would keep his cowboy hat on. He said, no, that's a little bit more of a distraction. This town, definitely the Western feel that Phillip gives. And the coach is definitely showing it with his style. But again, he's an hour from Phillip. And I asked him, that's got to be a lot to travel, and especially the support. He says family very supportive of him being the head coach here. He has one senior on this team as well, and that is Turkleton, who is a starter. Williams is the one at the line. The foul was given to Westfall after the foul on the first free throw. He's good. Williams now with 6 on the evening. Now a little bit there about Hoghair again in his second season here. Second free throw is no good. Second chance and another trip to the line. Hey, Yeager doesn't seem thrilled about that one. Asking about what happened there. Yeager really trying to explain where that foul was called. He's asking about the cylinder part going straight up instead of leaning in just a little bit, and that was what happened to be the case. So Yeager picks up her third personal, second team foul. Free throw is missed there by Turkleton, who is at the line. Phillip 8 of 14 from the field. Yeager will check out. Avery Smith will check in. Second free throw is good. The 1-2 trip. It's already been 4 opportunities, 4 free throws, and they go 2 of 4. Westfall give it to Bernie as I'm trying to break the press. It's a turnover by the Chargers, and they're going to say, I believe, a reach there by Kinney. That will be the case. So Kinney will pick up the reach. That will be already the 3rd team foul of the quarter, and if it gets to that, it's going to be a lot of free throws coming up for the Scotties if this is the pace it's going foul-wise for Sally Buttes. Turkleton triple on the left wing, no good. Second chance is also not good. A couple of opportunities and no points. Last touch by Sally Buttes. Lead is at 20 at 38-18. 6:43 left to go in quarter number 3. Skip pass over to Turkleton. Now Williams. Line shot, no good. And Weishadall will get fouled. They'll give the foul off to Eisenbraun, who will pick up her second, team's second of the quarter. Weishadall is looking to inbound it, looks to give it to Kinney. Kinney is able to save it. Sterling was there to look for the steal. Weishadall trying to create some separation, lobs it over to Kinney, but Bueller is there to save the possession. 6:23 left to go in quarter number 3. Chargers looking to come back from down 20, which has been the biggest lead of the contest. Weishadall looks, will take a long 2 and make it. Weishadall with her first bucket. She's got 3 on the evening. That's going to be deflected there by Kinney, and the Chargers will get it back. Weishadall over the midcourt stripe. She'll fall to the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Phillip, and now both teams with 3 fouls apiece. Give the foul off to Reckley. .552 left to go as we do have some changes now. Both shot clocks are on, so that's some good news. Again, there was a shot clock that wasn't working. Weishadall trying to avoid the backcourt violation, is able to do so. And we'll give it to Westfall and another foul. This one, they're going to give it off to Peterson. And just like that, it's now, that was the final foul to give for Phillip. And it's quick 30 is going to be spent on the Scotties. Gives us a chance to be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Timeout was taken there by Phillip with 5:45 left to go. And again, it's been a foul barrage to start this third quarter. Already 7 fouls have been called in the second half, and we're only 2:15 into the third, if my broadcasting math is right. So that second foul was courtesy of Peterson. She picks up her second of the contest, 14 foul. Westfall will trigger it in to Bueller, makes her way to the right side. Scotty's trying to close in. That's going to be a turnover, taken away by Williams. Williams go all the way left side, hand up, finger roll it in. Williams with 8. Kinney, Bueller, that one deflected. Weishadall is going to stay with blue, as Weishadall was like, gotta be kidding me on picking that one up, but luckily she picked it up after the whistle. Official was just clarifying that for the Chargers. Good inbound play over to Weishadall. 2 Scotties there closing quickly. And we'll get a whistle and a tie-up. Coach Rilling is electing to hold on to a timeout. The possession arrow is going to favor the Scotties. And are we going to actually get a foul first? We are. They're going to give Turkleton with a foul. And it's going to be bonus free throws for Sully Buttes for the final 5:22 of this third quarter. So if the Chargers really can take advantage of that, this 20-point lead can close down really at the line. And it helps when you make your free throws, as Weishadall will pick up the first free throw. And she's got 4 on the contest. Get one more free throw here with 5:22 left to go. Nelson will check in after this free throw. Weishadall will miss the second. Birdie will pick up the rebound, though, and it gives the Chargers a second chance. Kitty on the right wing, gives it to Bernie. Bernie's going to take a long two. Can't get that shot to go. And it's going to be given to the Scotties quickly on the other end. McDaniel left side. Couldn't get the shot to go, but a whistle and a foul. And that was the last one to give for the Chargers, even though it's a trip to the line. Kenny will pick up her second of the quarter. It's her 4th in the game. And that will probably put Kenny at the bench as we'll get ready to see check it in Bradley Reinheimer. As McDaniel missed the first. Kenny will check out, but a couple of substitutions. Avery Smith will check out. Ellie Nelson and Bradley Weinheimer are in with 5:05 to play. McDaniel for her second free throw. Will miss the second. Nelson with the rebound. Quickly over to Birdie. And we'll slow it down. And Coach really was looking for the pace to be picked up there. Turnover. Turkleton will get the steal as she swatted away and will get the buckets. So Williams now with 10 in the contest. That puts 2 Scotties in double digits. Nelson to Weinheimer. Now it is going to be Westfall to Bernie for 3. Will miss everything on that 3. And it's a one and done for the Chargers as now Phillip is trying to pick up the pace of this game. It's really the Chargers have really played their pace of game, slow things down, let things develop. Weishadall going all the way with it with the left side, uses 2 hands and lays it in. Weishadall now with 6. 42-23 with 4:10 to play. Shot there going to be missed. Nelson with the rebound. As Bernie now will take it over the timeline. Midway through the third. Bernie 2, going to be left short. Nelson with the rebound, puts it up, swirls around the iron and drops in. Chargers having a great second half start. Really good 8 minutes from the second quarter to now. They have outscored the Scotties 7-6, and that's another one and done. As the Chargers defensively really pick it up here in the second half. Bernie getting inside of Weinheimer. Kick out Nelson. Back to Bernie. Triple to cut the lead down. Once again does. Bernie with a 3. And the Chargers have put up 10 in the third. Chargers have really, as far as controlling the pace and controlling everything, is having it their way. They do it again with another turnover. With 3:07 left to play, this is now a 14-point ball game. You may think that's a lot, but this is the way the Chargers are going to go. And you know, not every shot's going to be made, but if they can shoot really well here in this second half, they're going to give themselves a chance. And as soon as I say that, Chargers will turn it over, and then Bernie will pick up a foul. They're trying to force it inside, and now it's going to be bonus on the other end. And the Chargers really were struggling foul-wise. They had 3 fouls with just over 5 minutes to go in the quarter. They just picked up their 15th foul with 2:52 left to go. So both teams now in the bonus, and at the line is Ramsey, the 8th grader, who you're told by Coach Roger would get a lot of time this evening. She has been in foul trouble, though. Weishall will check out. J.C. Yeager will check in. Final free throws. The lead is going to be potentially back up to 16. That is the case. Williams will check in on the next whistle. Under 3 to play in the third. Chargers with a great third quarter. Westfall over the timeline. Got 2 Scotties were right there. And then you're going to get a reach on Turtledon. As you kind of see Phillip really wanting to they really want to pick up the pace here, but the Chargers have done a good job not allowing that to happen here. And now Bernie will try to respond with her own free throws. She'll make the first. A couple of changes here. Tavery Smith is going to come in for Weinheimer. And the Charger fans liking what they see here in this third quarter. Second free throw is good, so Phillip gets 2 on their own end. Chargers respond with 2 free throws of their own. 14-point lead is the separation from Phillip and Sully Boots. Shot no good. Second chance no good either, as that rebound was by Phillip. And 2 opportunities and a goose egg trip for the Scotties. Chargers will slow it down. It's Nelson. Give it inside to Yeager in the paint. Back out to Nelson. Bernie, threes. This one also good. Can't do so. Nelson hustles in for the rebound, and it's another chance for the Chargers. There's a give to Nelson. Nelson to Bernie. Chargers will slow it down with 2:02 left to play. Nelson gives it to Westfall on the cut underneath, and a whistle and a foul. I said Westfall to the line. She is looking for her first points of the afternoon. McDaniel will pick up her first, and that will be team 6 of the quarter. Even though 5's that number, Westfall will miss the first. Sully Buttes under 50% at the line. They're 6 of 13. They can get back to that 50% mark here with a made free throw. 157. Couple of dribbles. Spins it. Fires it. Will miss the second. Was Nevaeh Westfall. And it's an empty free throw trip for the Sully Buttes Chargers. Looking to quickly do it. And it seems like Phillip's pace is going to be a little too fast. And the Chargers will take that. It's another turnover. And that's the third one I can count in this quarter where they were really trying to pick up the pace. Inbound goes to Yeager. Nelson, Smith over the timeline now to Bernie. Back to Westfall. Chargers now will look for a good shot, and watch out is they're going to get Westfall for the foul. They will have Westfall go to the line. It's Williams who picks up her first of the game. And Westfall has a chance to have a redemption at the line after missing her first 2 free throws. Chargers have shot 6 free throws in this quarter. This will be free throw number 7. And Westfall responds with a made free throw. And this will be number 8 now. Lead is at 13. Biggest lead was 21 at 1 point. Westfall for her second. Will miss the second. And rebound will be courtesy of Eisenbraun. And Phillip quickly transition. It's Ramsey. Triple from the left side. That's going to be no good. Second chance, no good either. And if you're the Chargers, you'll take it. And Nelson with a heads-up play throws it off the leg. It will go back to the Chargers. Great heads-up play there from Nelson, knowing that she really didn't have a outlet pass, and just threw it off the leg out of bounds to give the Chargers a chance to reset. And then you get another foul. Williams picks up 2 quick fouls. I'm going to say a blocking foul. With 1:14 left to go, Westfall went 1 of 2 on her last trip, and she'll have her 5th and 6th opportunity at the charity stripe. Westfall can't get the first one to drop as it hits the iron a couple of times. Get one more free throw here. No substitutions. J.C. Yeager waiting on the other end. There's the second one no good either, and Phillip will try to pick up the pace. Final 70 seconds, 44-31. Third quarter action here from Phillip. Ramsey, one dribble, side to a shot, no good. And Tavery Smith is the one who will get the rebound, and then you'll get a traveling call. And Smith fell to the floor trying to look for an outlet pass. And gives Phillip the basketball back. Turkle is back in. Checks in for Ramsey with 58.8 to go. Turkle with the inbound pass. Inbound will go to Peterson. Left corner, Turkle with a triple, knocks it in. Felt like it needed 3 from Phillip, but if you're the Chargers, lots to take into the fourth quarter if they can make it work. Nelson can't save it. And Phillip will get the basketball back. Really want to limit this little momentum that Phillip has right now after making that 3. We're going to change from Peterson. Inbound for the Scotties. Shot clock separated by 6. Williams, not about 3. One step, skip pass over to Eisenbrod. Couldn't get the shot to go in either. The Chargers have done a good job cleaning the glass, and then a tie-up. Tie-up will favor the Scotties. So now shot clock is turned off. 26.5. We are waiting to see what's going on here. Well, let's get things going. It looks like there was a short conversation with the officials, and then Bernie will pick up the foul, and Coach really not real thrilled about what just happened there. Oh, and this is a game the Chargers started off slow, but have slowly trying to trickle this lead down. The first free throw from Williams is no good. Bernie picked up the foul. That's her second. Bueller is going to check in here. So the Chargers are going, hey, if they can get the basketball on the missed shot, they're going to have a chance for the final shot here with 24.3 left to go. Shot clock is turned off. And one more free throw after the missed free throw. 11-20 are the Scotties. Second free throw, no good. Basketball is courtesy of Bueller, or Nelson, excuse me, and she throws it away. So now it's the Scotties who can have the final shot. There's a spin from McDaniel off the glass. It's good. That was a long layup there for the Chargers. 4 seconds left to go. Nelson looking to throw it up. Shot is blocked there by Williams, and we go to the fourth. Chargers closed it to within 13. Scotties put it back up by 18. 49-31. We'll step aside. We'll be back here on Country 95.3 Pier. KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 60 seconds.
Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida, proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Going to the fourth quarter, it's an 18-point deficit, which Chargers cut it to within 13. And we begin the fourth quarter. Final 8 minutes. Can the Chargers come up with something? As soon as I say that, they'll start with a turnover, and Phillip will give it right back. Take a look at the free throws in the third quarter. Chargers shot 10 free throws. They would only convert, though, on 4 made free throws in that third quarter. Chargers get the basketball back. Kenny to Weishadel. Will look to give it off to Kenny. Almost turned it over as the Chargers will start with Yeager, Bernie, Kenny, Weishadel, and Westfall. And an empty possession for the Chargers to start the fourth without the turnover. 49-31 your score. Kirkland with a 3 makes it. Chargers had a really good final 4 minutes of the first half, a really good 4 minutes to start the third quarter, but it's been the Scotties who have tried to pick up the pace, and it's shown. Some free throws, a couple of made threes, and the Chargers almost lost that one. Bernie's able to save it. It saves the possession for the Chargers. Is Coach White trying to reset the net. Lost the phone in the process. That's a bucket there from Kenny. Again, now your shooting percentage is going to have to go high if you want to get right back into this game. 52-33 with 6:36 left to play, and that's another way you'll get back into the game is those turnovers. Chargers with 22. They definitely eliminated in that third quarter. They had 15 in the first half. 6:35 left to play, trying to avoid that 5-second count. Weishadel will give it off to Westfall. Westfall now makes her way to the middle. Got to beat that 10 count now. Is Bernie able to do so? I'm going to kind of go through a couple of Phillip players, and we'll get a kickball violation. And we'll stay with Sully. It's 20 on the shot clock. 6:19 left to play. Westfall going to trigger it in. Inbound goes to Kinney, hands it off to Westfall, back to Kinney, right side, spins the bucket now to Bernie. Swinging around with 3 players, and the Chargers will turn it over. Now it's tie-up. It's Kinney who comes up with it off of the turnover. No missed shot on the first time. Yeager gets the rebound and gets the whistle. So we'll put Jaden Yeager, who is looking for the first made free throw on the day. They'll give the foul off to Reckling, who picks up her 4th. And yet you're going to need these free throws to go. She'll make the first. Makes it 52-34. Chargers shooting 42%, 8 of 19 from the free throw line. Make that now 9 of 20 after a perfect trip for Jane Yeager. Lead is now 17, under 6 to play. And Chargers did cut it to within 13 in that third quarter. It went back up to 18. Missed 3, and a 1 and done for the Chargers. Weishadel will pick up her dribble, give it to Yeager. Inside give to Kinney, and a whistle. And it'll be the second team foul on Phillip. Now goes to Turkleton. She'll pick up her 4th. Yeah, we'll get a change here as McDaniel's going to come in for Turkleton. And the Chargers will have it on the baseline, far side. Yeager, give it back to Kinney, spinning the paint, puts up the shot, it's good. Chargers, the quick 6 to start this fourth quarter. They did have the same output to the Scotties and the Chargers in that third quarter at 13 apiece. Out of bounds, he's with Phillip. Get an inbound play from the far side. Here's Phillip, inbound. Goes directly, now gives it inside for Peterson. Was looking to kick it out, almost lost it. And the Scotties are able to put up a shot somehow. It's last touch there by the Chargers. Shot clock did reset with 34 seconds now left to go. Once again, Scotties will inbound it. Looks, they'll give it off to McDaniel. Shot's no good. Kinney on the defense, and will give it off to Birdie. Birdie will slow it down as four Scotties quickly transition defensively. Yeager to Kinney, back to Weishadall for 2, count it. You need your shooting percentage to be good in this fourth quarter. They've started that, and now the lead is back down to 13. Can the Chargers do it for the final 450? Missed shot, no good. Second chance, no good. Phillip with a third chance. McDaniel will get that one to go. Not much you can do there if you're Birdie in that case, trying to avoid the foul. As McDaniel gets the bucket to go. Couple of missed shots. Timeout taken by the Scotties. The full timeout will take one as well. 4:42 left to go. It's a 15-point lead for the Scotties, 54-39. We're back after this here on Country 95.3.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
(54-39) your score here in the fourth quarter. Final 4:42. The Chargers were down as much as 21. Right now the deficit is 15, but the Chargers with a really good start to the fourth quarter. Basically like a tale of two phases of the quarter. Being the first 4 minutes, it's been the Chargers. The second half has been the Scotties, and now it will be Sully Beach basketball. Timeout taken by Phillip. After the main bucket there from McDaniel, they had a couple of chances, were able to get it to go. And now the Chargers face some full court pressure here. Kinney looks, gives it to Westfall. Westfall now to Bernie on the near side. Give inside to Yeager. Yeager inside to Kinney. Get it to go in. Kinney's got 6 in the quarter. Defense is going to have to come up huge as they show zone. 4:19 to play. Tavery Smith will check in on the next whistle. Up top, it is Peterson for a triple. No good. It's Kinney with the rebound and a whistle. Chargers can get it to within 10. Smith is going to check in for Weishadall. 4:11. Lead is at 13 at 54-41. Full court pressure will turn the basketball over, and you'll get a whistle and a traveling call, so the Chargers are going to get it back, and they'll have it on their own side. So the Chargers can get the offense really going here. 4:03 left to play. A lot of work for the Chargers to do. Inbound was to Kinney, and now you got a tie up. It's going to favor the Scotties. And jump ball will favor Phillip, but a missed opportunity there for Sully Boots, but again, just need to get a few more possessions to go their way, and their defense has been very good in this second half. Transition defense still hard. Yeager gets into the passing lane. Williams trails behind. Left side layup. No good. Couldn't get the layup to go. A missed opportunity there for the Chargers. Now long pass to Peterson. They'll back it up and reset with under 3:40 to play. Williams triple to extend the lead. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound by Eisenbraun. And tie-up will favor the Chargers. They will check back in and takes the quick rest. Will come in for McDaniel. Once again, full court pressure shows. Westfall gives it to Yeager. Yeager with the long pass over to Kinney. And Kinney now will give it off to Westfall. We'll reset the offense on this possession. 25 on the shot clock. Bernie's going to fire 3. That one's going to hit off the back iron. Fight for the basketball. It's Yeager. Triple. Bernie. One bounce, no good. It's a couple of threes and no good. On the other end, Peterson. That's good. And we'll get an official timeout here. Looks like for a shoe tie. What's full tying her shoe is we'll have the boys game coming up next. A quick pause and get you set for that boys game. That's coming up next year. We'll have one more game this week. It'll start the 2026 portion of the Sully Butte Chargers season. It's on the road to Aberdeen. Wasn't showing on the schedule, and so I double-checked with Coach White, and they are on the road. I believe Aberdeen Christian is who they're taking on. 15-point lead, Phillip. Again, momentum feels like it's on the Chargers' side, but they have held Sully Butte to not get within single digits. Final 3 minutes. Weishadall goes into the paint, picks it up, puts up the shot count. Weishadall with, I say 14, but I know the last couple of buckets were made by Kitty. And she has 4 in the quarter now. Underneath, second chance there for Eisenbrot, and it's going to be going to Tavery Smith, throws it off the leg, and Sterling will be the last one to touch it. And will be Sully Butte's basketball. They kind of reset here. I know the fast break is coming. They have beat that fast break a few times this evening. Yeager to Nelson. Back to Yeager. Now to Kinney. Kinney will give it off to Nelson. Let's get past to Yeager. Pump fake shot. Now to Kinney. Kinney with a long two. Couldn't get the shot to go. Basketball on the floor. Picked up by Nelson. Was looking for the other pass to Kinney. Nelson puts up the shot, and she'll be fouled. So Nelson is going to go to the line. The foul going to give it up to Ramsey. It looks like Ramsey has fouled out. That's the case. 14 fouls. Chargers have 4 to give. Which will, they can get it within reach. Those will be huge as Nelson will make the first. Be a good citizen, help out in your community, your friends and neighbors, and make Oneida strong. Working together, we can all make the town great. This message for the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Nelson goes 2 of 2. Leads within 11. The closest they've been in a while in this contest. Final 2 minutes. Defense still in the zone. And we're going to double dribble and a turnover. Now the Chargers are going to have their shots go if you're thinking here possession-wise. Not many possessions left if Phillip starts working the clock. Nelson to Yeager. Yeager will give it back to Nelson. Inside pass to Kinney. Kinney back to Yeager. Triple on the right side. No good. And it's going to be a one and done for Sully Butte to the foul. As that was one of the 4 that the Chargers could give. Give the foul to Weishadall. She'll pick up her second of the quarter. Final 1:35 to give to Williams. On the right wing, gets the screen. Give it off to Turkleton for 3. That one's no good. Smith with the box out and the rebound. Nell will travel with it. And she looked like barely just picked up that pivot foot is what the official saw. Again, Phillip, the clock is on their side. 79 seconds. It's an 11-point game. And now Sully Butte, if they can get the basketball, will probably be on a 3-point shooting spree. And that is what the Scotties are showing as far as working the game clock. Nearing a minute. Underneath, shot is up and good, and that's going to be a big shot for Phillip. As Eisenbrot gets the bucket, Chargers will turn it over, and the Skies get it back. Well, shot no good. Yeager with the rebound, and now you got to hurry it up. 47 seconds. Clock not on their side as Weishadall will make her way to the left side. Give it off to Yeager. Baseline drive open on the left side. Will lay it in. Jaeger with 12 in the contest. 30 seconds left to go, and a great effort for the Chargers is going to fall short as Williams will miss the three. 20 seconds. An 11-point lead for Phillip. That looks like it's going to do it, but if you're the Chargers, you got to be, I know, you don't like the losing part of it, but you're seeing the progression of this team 5 games in now going into Saturday. They pass to Smith. Nelson, 3 on the right ring, no good. And the Chargers will go to 0-5. But again, a lot of takeaways positively for Sully Buttes going into Saturday. Final is the Chargers fall 58-47. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, recap this game quickly, and get you set for the boys game coming up. Final in this one, Phillip 58 and Sully Buttes 47. We'll step aside. 2-minute timeout. We're back after this.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. The Chargers fall in this one, but a valiant effort as they fall by 11 with a final of 58-47. The Chargers would outscore Phillip 29-22 in the second half. It basically was 21 at one point as the Chargers would go 17 of 32 unofficially from the field at 53%, 2 of 7 from three-point land, and 11 of 22 from the charity stripe. You got to wonder, those 11 free throws now is going to be a number you can maybe think of if you're the Chargers. But, again, a really good effort. I think you saw a lot of good things if you're the Chargers coming out of the break in that one. We do need to get into the boys pregame in just a moment, so let's go into your individual numbers. It will look like this. It will be Ellie Nelson, who finishes with 6 points in the contest. Brooklyn Burney with 12. You have Jaden Yeager with 8. Nevaeh Westfall with 1, Skylar Kinney with 10, Miley Weishdal with 10 as well in the contest. And we do want to make sure we get your player of the game. Brought to you by Yackley Ranch's player of the game. And one player, you know, you can really give it to a few players in this contest, but I thought Brooklyn Birdie in this game, you know, didn't travel with the team today. Came in, made her impact the way she could on the offensive side of things. Had some pretty good defensive moments as well. Quiet but good defensive moments in the contest as well. So that is your Yackley Ranches player of the game. And it's now time for your unsung hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. Its reward goes out to the player. You might not hear the name a lot, but they made an impact in their own way to make a difference in the game. or match. Colson Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. I thought Ellie Nelson in this contest, I think you saw some things. I mean, defensively for Ellie Nelson, you saw those long passes that did result in a couple of points for the Chargers, and offensively was able to make 6 points and got some free throws in the contest. So your unsung hero in this one going to go to Ellie Nelson, brought to you by Colson Farms. Your Yackley Ranchers player of the game goes to Brooklyn Birdie. That is the girls' game. A big thanks to Heather once again for helping with the camera. A big thanks to Eliza back in the studio. We're going to take a 90-second break, get you set for the boys' game. That's coming up next here on KLXS Country 95.3 Pier A Riverfront Broadcasting Station.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here. It's the boys' turn now to take on Phillip, and the boys will be looking to go to 4-0 on the season. Started their campaign, their 25-26 campaign, with 3 wins at home. Their last win was a win over Wolsey Wessington, 60-49 last Tuesday. This is their first road trip of the season in Phillip, and they're taking on the Scotties, who will be looking for their first win of the year. They're 0-4. They fell to Faith in their last contest, and I don't have the score of that one. That game really didn't get updated as the girls' game did. I actually had to note that the Phillip girls were also 4 games in, but they didn't show it with 2-1 record, but they won against Faith. The boys, though, falling, and that's where they're at, 0-4 on the season. This is their first home game in 2 games in a row for the Scotties. The boys, though, will get right back into action next Saturday. They'll have another road date on the road as well. That is the look of how these 2 teams come in. Take a quick look. The only game that I can find on record, I know these 2 teams have had to play more than once, but I can only find one game. That was last season, where the Chargers would come victorious with a final of 69-53. And again, it's a road game. The Chargers, they have a lot going for them. Really can't overlook a team like Phillip. We'll have that conversation with head coach Brian White in just a few moments. We do have the starting lineups and more coming up here in just a few moments. We'll take a 3-minute break. That would be too long. Let's take a 2-minute break as we get you set for the boys' game coming up here in just a few moments here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 2 minutes.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre and Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Okay, it's set for the boys contest. City is the Sully Butte Charger boys looking to go to 4-0. Currently 3-0 on the season as they take on the 0-4 Phillip Scotties in this contest. We're a little bit away here from tip-off. We did catch up with head coach Brian White here, and I want to make sure we play this full conversation. So let's get into that pregame interview right now. It's head coach Brian White here on Country 95.3 of the Sully Butte Chargers. Coach, first off, 3-0. Got to be pretty happy going into that little period break with a 3-0 record.
Yeah, you know, our goal is every day to go 1-0, and to this point we've been able to go 1-0 for every game that we played, and our kids are playing hard. They're playing with the proper intent, and we're pretty happy with where we're at to start the year.
Yeah, I was going to mention, you take it one game at a time, but just the fact that you guys were able to go 3-0, get some good quality opponents as well. What does that kind of say about your team, just the adversity to start the year, and you got to have them all at home as well?
Yeah, I've told our guys this. I'm like, we're good. Like, we're a pretty good basketball team that has the ability to get better, and good basketball teams don't get where you want to be at the end of the year, and right now we're a good basketball team, and we want to continue to raise that bar for ourselves every single day in practice and every time we get to step on the floor. So we're excited where we're at, but it's far from where we want to be at the end of this thing.
I know you guys are going into the final game of 2025. You guys are here in Phillip, a team like the girls are seeking their first win of the season. What do you kind of know about this Phillip team and kind of your approach to this game?
They're going to play really hard. They've got some really nice athletes, so we're going to have to do a nice job defending. We're going to have to get up and do all the things that we want to do with our pressure and the way we play, and we got to get people to the right parts of the floor. We're going to have to rotate well. They're going to play a little more 5-out type look where they're going to kind of stretch our defense and make us play it a little bit different than we want to. So some of our guys are going to have to be in spots that maybe they haven't been in this year. So that'll be something new that we're going to have to handle. And we're going to have to play with pace, but they want to play with pace too. Like they've pressed teams early on. I don't know that they'll come at us in the same way they've gone at other teams, but if they do, we're going to have to be able to handle the basketball and continue to play fast, and then you got to finish, When you play fast, you got to finish at the rim. This is the first time we're shooting on rims that aren't ours, That's always different. It's always a little bit of a challenge. You normally don't shoot quite as well on the road as you do in your own gym, so it'll be something where can we handle being on the road in a different environment and really bring our own energy, Games like this, you got to bring your own energy, and that's what we're expecting from our guys.
You went right into my road question, Coach. It's the first one. How are the players feeling? Going on the road for the first time, kind of get that road trip out of the way.
Yeah, I don't get too stressed about it's the first road trip or anything like that in the sense of these guys not being there or they're going to go against something they haven't gone against, as every one of them pretty much played football and has been in big environments, and a lot of them played in this gym last year. That part doesn't worry me. It's just getting off the bus, the first time getting off the bus and having a little bit different routine and things of that nature. So it's a little bit different routine. You have to get to the gym a little bit earlier because you got to get here when the girls get here, and it just a longer layover than probably you're used to. So just being ready to go as soon as the ball gets thrown up is probably my biggest concern.
You mentioned another thing, too, and it kind of just reminded me of the last game of do your job kind of part. I mean, if there's something that this team has shown is that somebody has a role every game. It might not be the points. It might not be, the rebounds. Somebody's doing the dirty job. Everybody's kind of had their own job, and you kind of mentioned that here for this game, but how important is it going to be to do their job today?
This is going to be a crew all year that I told them when we started, somebody's going to have to sacrifice something for this team. Where some of you are not going to get as many shots as maybe you want. Some of you aren't going to score to the level that you want because there's just not going to be enough shots in a game. Some of you might put in all this time, and your job's going to be to rebound and to defend. And they've completely bought into it. They sell out for each other. We'll start with our senior, Gavin Colson, who on most teams is probably a primary go-to offensive threat. And for us, he's our number 2-3 threat offensively right now. And by the end of the year, who knows? He could be our fourth primary offensive guy, or he could be number 2, or he could be number 1 some nights. It all changes. But he understands his role as he's going to get probably their best guard, and he's going to have to guard them from baseline to baseline. And a large majority of his energy is going to be him defending the heck out of whoever the heck it is on that night. And he's done an outstanding job with that. And he sells out for his teammates. He's an awesome teammate. He's an awesome kid. If you get to know him, he's so fun to be around. But his willingness to be a senior and say, it's not about me, it's what I can do for all of us is.
And we're going to have to cut that interview short. I apologize to head coach Brian White for that. Let's get into your starting lineups here. We'll start with the Chargers. I was not able to get a starting lineup for the Scotties. And it will look like this for the Chargers. It will be number 3, a freshman, Easton Moore. He'll be followed by number 10, Jet Yackley. It is number 15, Wesley Whitler. Number 20, Gavin Colson. And to round up the starting lineup, it is going to be James Miles. That is your look at your starting lineup. And take a look for the Scotties. It'll look like this. It's number 11. In Aiden Craven, he'll be followed by number 4, Meyer Clements. Number 13, it's Carson Fugate. Number 24 is Carson Burns. And around up the starting lineup, it is number 20. Let me make sure I get everybody there. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. Number 22 is Jackson Rose. That is your starting lineup. It is Ryan Jorgensen, the head coach of the Scotties. And it will be Easton Moore and Aiden Craven in the center circle as we get set and underway here. And it's going to be the Chargers controlling the opening tip. We're underway here from Phillip. And the final game of the evening here for the Chargers. Their one and only game of the week. Yackley on the attack on the left side. Will switch hands and lay it up and in. Yackley finishing with 16 points in the win against Wolsey Wessington. So let's get our audio level checks there. There we go. Chargers showing man-to-man. Here's the attack there from Craven. Underneath is Eden. Craven couldn't get the score, and then you'll get a whistle. It looks like a foul on or turnover, one of the two. Looks like a turnover on the other side. 7:25 left to play. It is Scotty's basketball. Triple there from Carson Burns is no good. Second chance, no good either. And it's 2 and done as Whitler was the one who came up with the rebound. On the other end, Yackley was trying to find somebody and couldn't do so, and the Chargers will turn it over. Again, the first time the Charger boys wearing those road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering, trimmed in black. They got the gold stripe on those shorts as well, and it's going to be Carson Burns and the Scotty Whites with the score. And then on the other end, the bucket for the Chargers is it's Gavin Colson with 2. Phillip Scotty is in their home whites, black numbers, black lettering, trimmed in orange. For this one, Carson Fugate. We'll give it off there now to Aiden Craven on the right side with 6:26 left to play. Craven decides he'll fire a long 2. He was on the line, and it's going to be good. It's tied at 4 apiece. Again, Scotty's looking for their first win. Whitler going to try to break the tie with a 3. Can't do so. At the 1 and done for the Chargers. Quickly on the other end, it's a turnover as Phillip turns it over for the first time here today. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio, keeping this game live on the air. Tied at 4 apiece. Quarter number 1, 2 minutes gone by. Yackley is looking for more. Chargers will turn it over for the 3rd time now. Quickly on the other end, it's going to be Burns. At the top, he'll swing it now over to Fugate, and another turnover. So turnover frenzy to start this one. Whitler keeping control and concentration. Couldn't make the first shot. Fight for the basketball, and we'll get a whistle and a foul to save the possession. It'll be Whitler who gets fouled. They're going to give the foul courtesy of Carson Burns, and he'll pick up his first. Team's first as well. Colson inbound. Whitler makes his way to the left side. Pump fakes and a whistle to send Wesley Whitler to the line. Well over 20 points per game in the first 3 games. He has 1 game with over 30. They're going to get Meyer Clements with the foul. And we'll get some free throws here for Whitler, looking for his first points of the evening. And we'll leave that one short on the first one. Get one more here from Wesley Whitler. Still tied at 4 apiece. First trip at the line for the Chargers, and Whitler will go 0 for 2. And the rebound brought down there by Clements, who picked up the foul just a moment ago. And he'll try to go coast to coast, can't do so. And just like that, it's another 1 and done for the Scotties. Chargers on the other end. Whitler on the left corner, Euro step, kick out. Colson thought about a 3, baseline drive. Was looking for Miles and a turnover. Chargers usually start fast. Right now they're tied at 4 to the winless Scotties, and it's Whitler with the turnover and the layup and good. He'll pick up his first points, but like what you see here from the Scotties in the first quarter again, you know both these 2 teams are going to want to play their own pace. Scotty's trying to slow it down. There's a drive there by Burns. It's a foul and a trip to the line. James Miles will pick up the foul, his first. And team first of the quarter as well. And Carson Burns at the line to shoot the free throws. He'll make the first. In last contest was a fall to faith. They played a one-area team in Stanley County. They would fall to them on the road in Stanley County. And we'll get one more free throw here for Burns. Couldn't get the free throw to go, so the Chargers up by 1. Yackley trying to extend that lead, couldn't do so. Whitler rebound, Euro step, switches hands, he'll be fouled and go to the line. Whitler already with 2 points and 3 rebounds, and foul going to be assessed to Carson Burns. He'll pick up his second personal, 3rd team foul. And Whitler going to go to the line. Be an example, driving sober shows in your passengers that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So Whitler uncharacteristically missing his first 3 free throws. And we'll get one more here to make this a full one-score game. Does. So Whitler will make his first. He's the only one at the line for the Chargers already in this first quarter as we've near the midway points. He was looking for the pass, deflected there from Whitler. And we'll stay still a basketball with 4:28 left to go. Inbound will go to Rhodes. Rhodes has it at the baseline. Now it'll spin away for the bucket and will miss the shot as Falkenhagen is in for the first time for the Chargers. Other end, got clear with a triple. Chargers up by 5, 10-5 your score, and the Scotties will turn it over. Turnover number 3 for Phillip. With 4:06 left to go. Diackley over the timeline, kick it over to Colson on the right corner, skip past to Moore, and now to Whitler. Whitler will set up a 3, can't get the 3 to go. And it's another one and done for Sally Buttes. Quickly on the other end, it's Martin for the first time. We're calling his name, and he'll go all the way with it. 10-7, and a travel. Chargers with 5 turnovers here in the first quarter, and a timeout taken by the Scotties. Quick 30, we'll take one as well. It is the Chargers up 10-7. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this on Country 95.3.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Big thanks to Peggy, who is joining us on the camera, behind the scenes, making the scoreboard and video work here this evening. Chargers up by 3, 10-7, timeout taken by the Scotties. And the Scotties, after the timeout, will miss the first shot. Second chance opportunity, courtesy of Martin, and he'll go to the line and shoot one more. It's a missed shot there from Fugate. Allowed the trip to the line. We get Gavin Colson on the foul, so that'll be his first, team second of the quarter. First missed free throw there from Martin. And we should get one more. 3:32 left to play after the free throw. He's going to be up, being good. So you're nearing 8 o'clock in Oneida and Pierre. Moore right side. He was looking for Whitler. Now he's just got to save it and be okay having the backcourt violation. And a couple of touches on the other end as Whitler and Martin were fighting for it. Chargers fans not happy about that call. And we'll get a timeout for the Sally Butte boys as Coach White maybe is trying to get his team going here. It's a little bit of a slow start. Like I said, really uncharacteristic. I know the free throws I said first, but just overall for the Chargers, and you can hear it from Coach White up here. It was just with these expressions. It's 10-8 in favor of Sally Butte, but again, we'll see how the Chargers respond after the timeout. Both teams will be down to 4. With 3:16 left to go in quarter number 1. It will be Scotty's basketball after the turnover from Sally Butte. That's turnover number 6 here in this first quarter. And those turnovers, really got to watch for those as well. Fugate will trigger it in, far side with 3:16 left to go. Phillip going from left to right. Sally Butte from right to left. Triple, no good from Martin. It's Whitler who comes down with the rebound. It's Moore now on the other side. Looks to go on the attack. Was looking to give it away, but couldn't do so. Colson comes up with it. Couldn't get that one to go, and maybe was looking for a call and didn't get it. Sky's going to try to take advantage. That was a high dribble, but still controlled there by Rhodes, and Rhodes will make it for 2. Rhodes gets his first buckets, and we're tied at 10 apiece. 2:45 left to play. It's Yackley down to Moore. Left side on the elbow. Give it off to Colson. Yackley on the attack in the paint. Right-hand shot, no good. And Falconade trying to get the rebound. And it's out of bounds. And they're going to actually get Falconade on the foul. So he picks up his first and team's third of the quarter. Inbound goes to Clements. He's back in for the Scotties. Give down to Craven. Craven hands it back over, and he'll step out of bounds. Is Clements. Turns the basketball right back over. 10 apiece here in quarter number 1. 2:22 left to play. Yackley is going to bring it up for the Chargers. Newgate going to meet him halfway over the midcourt stripe. Moore will hand it off to Whitler. He'll spot up for a 3. It's going to be off to the right. And it's going to go right back to Phillip on a one-and-done possession from the Chargers. 2:08 left to play here in quarter number 1. Phillip High School, the setting for the first road trip for the Chargers, as Whitler comes up with a rebound. And Phillip gets another one and done, kind of the story, and we'll get a foul on the floor. Checking in just a moment will be Owen Turkelson. First time we're calling his name. Foul going to go. Looks like they're getting Martin on the foul. He'll pick up his first, team's 4th. With 1:51 left to play. Colson tries to inbound and gets it to Moore for 2. Easton Moore with his first bucket breaks the tie, as we've had 3 ties already in the contest. Back to the Scotties. Whitler takes it away, throws it, a lob pass over to Colson to keep it in bounds, and he'll lay it up and in. What a play there from Whitler to save it. Just throw it up a little bit higher to keep the possession, and it's going to be, looks like Sully Beach basketball after the turnover from Phillip. .123 left to go in quarter number 1. Chargers looking to go to 4-0 on the season. Phillip going to try to get their first win while giving the Chargers their first loss, but the Chargers just keep on scoring as Easton Moore with 2 and a foul on Yackley. Chargers have put up 16 points to Phillip's 10. Actually going to give it not sure there's a 2 out there. I think they're looking either for 20 or 10. No, they actually gave it off to Phillip, excuse me. That's why I was confused. That is Turkelson on the foul. Looked like for a moment I thought you were going to get Yackley for the foul, and he'll miss his first free throw. So there's my confusion. Then a timeout taken. 30 seconds from Sully Boots. Actually going to give it off to Phillip. I am getting everything mixed up here. 1:09 left to go. We'll keep it here. Be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey the speed limits in towns and on the highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. After the conclusion of this game, you can tune in to some college bowl games on KCCR. We'll have more Charger basketball this Saturday in Aberdeen. The girls are on the road. Get those correct times for you here probably tomorrow. The Yackley for one more free throw after the timeout from Phillip, so they're down to 3. And Yackley will fire the second free throw. It is good. It's out 17-10 with 1:08 left to play. Craven gets the basketball. He'll fire a quick three. That one going to be left off. It's Yackley with the rebound, going the other way, going coast to coast. Couldn't do so. And also in for the first time is Carson Miles. Whitler after the gift from Miles is good. Whitler with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Clock at 45 seconds. As the Scotties try to pick up the pace here, they'll turn it over. And now Yackley will slow things down. Shot clock separated by 5. And it looks like a official's timeout. It was tangle on the nets. Field game back in. Also Clements. 33.9. It's now a 4-second separation. Whitler on the inbound, gives it to Moore. Backs his way in as he bullies his way in for 2. Left side puts it up. It's now 22-10 with 20 seconds left to go. Almost turned it over were the Scotties. Fugate was looking for the double dribble call, and the official saying there was a deflection on the basketball, and both teams touched it, which allowed Fugate to save the possession. 8 seconds left to go. Fugate, he'll fire a deep 3. That one is going to be no good. Yackley with 2 seconds. Whitler from almost half court hits the back iron. And that is how we go into the second quarter. Chargers start slow, but pick things up. They're up by 12. It's 22-10. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
Starting the second quarter here, it is 22-10 in favor of the Chargers over the Scotties here in Phillip as the second quarter is underway. We're going to get Barber in for the first time in this contest. Chargers bringing some full court pressure here to start this second quarter. Volkenhagen, Colson, Moore, Whitler, and Barber are your 5 to start this second quarter as the Scotties will start with 2. Courtesy there of Jackson Rhodes. He's got 4. And now Colson will direct some traffic as Yackley played the whole quarter is now out. Whitler's the other one who's played the full 8 minutes. He's going to catch it. He'll fire a triple. That one also good. Whitler with now 8 and 5. 9 points, 5 rebounds. It is now a 13-point lead here for the Chargers, and a travel has been called. So that will give the Chargers back. Turnover number 7 for Phillip. Chargers had 6 in the first quarter. Barber on the right wing, we'll get a whistle as Moore was underneath on the cut, and we'll have a foul away from the basketball. As Carson Burns will pick up the foul. A substitution here as Aiden Craven will check in. Checks in for Burns. (25-12) as Volkenhagen gets the inbound. We'll give it off to Colson on the handoff. Colson on the drive. He'll try to put up a quick floater. Couldn't do so. Volkenhagen underneath on the rebound. Puts it back up and in. Chargers on a quick 5-2 run to start this second quarter as they outscore. Yackley will check in on the next whistle. 6:35 left to play. 27-12 your score. Here's Rhodes trying to back his way in. Whitler was trying to come for a steal and more on the deflection, but it's enough to get the whistle. And that will be free throws coming up here for the Scotties as Rhodes will go to the line and shoot two. It'll be the first foul on Moore, first team foul of the quarter. We will get free throws coming up. First one is off the mark. The Scotties will be looking to make it back to the Sodax 16. They made it last season. The Chargers. First free throw was no good by Rhodes. Second free throw is perfect. And it's a 1 of 2 trip for Phillip. And also the Rhodes for the Scotties. Yackley as Moore has come back in, and hopefully Moore is all right. He grabbed a trash can. And we'll resume action, and that's going to be out of bounds. Stays with the Scotties with 6:07 left to play. 27-13. Falkenhagen, Yackley, Colson, Miles, and Moore are the 5 in. The shot no good. Second chance from Craven, no good either. Fight for the basketball is picked up there by Yackley. Quickly on the other side, Miles trying to save it, and it's going to be last touch by Phillip. Another whistle, and we'll get a substitution. He is coming in for the first time, Jackson Paxson for Sally Buttes. Coming for Falkenhagen. Colson will trigger it in. It's Yackley. He will square up for a 3, and you bet that goes in. Really an underrated shooter. You don't hear his, he had 16 points. He's already got 9. It's not to come into his scoring form. And trying to answer on the other end is Rhodes, who was trying to bank it in. No good. Second chance. He is going to go off the iron and drop for Martin. I mentioned really coming into form because Yackley wasn't doing a lot of scoring in the first couple of games. And on the other side, Gavin Colson will put it up for 2. 32-15, it's a 17-point lead for Sally Buttes. On the attack, he was Clements. Got a whistle and a foul. We'll give it to Jet Yackley, picking up his first. And Whitler checking back in, so good news for Chargers fans. Again, came out, grabbed a trash can. Took a little bit longer of a rest than you normally see. Inbound goes to Rhodes. Give to Fugates. Up top now for Martin. Goes swinging around. Clements. Now to Craven. Rhodes in the paint. Matched up there by Miles. Puts up the shot. Couldn't do so. And it's going to be Martin who can't get the rebound. And the Chargers will get it back. Right now, unofficially, I have Chargers with 10 rebounds. And Phillip with 6. That's when Chargers are shooting 62% from the field. There's a pass over to Whitler on the attack. Left side, off the glass and in. And Whitler is now in double digits. He's got 11. Under 4:30 left to play. Fugate with the give there to Rhodes. Miles matches up with him defensively in a man-to-man. Shot put up, no good. Fight for the basketball, picked up there by Colson. And Colson will give it off to Whitler. Whitler in, over to Miles for 3, no good. And it's another one and done as it was Rhodes who picked up the rebound. On the other end, no good shot there from the Scotties. And it's Whitler who comes up. Nice effort and hustle play there for the Chargers. 34-15, Whitler, Miles for 2, he's got it. Chargers have outscored the Scotties with 3:40 left to go at 14-5. It's 36-15. quickly on the other end, and Miles takes a hard fall. And it's going to be, they just say it's a charge call. I want to double check that is the case. And Miles is okay. That's probably not going to feel good for a minute. And they're going to give the foul up to Clements. He'll pick up his second. As Colson will check out. Miles will check out. Or excuse me, it's Paxton. He's mixing them up as there's 11-1, but it was Jackson Paxton who checked out. It's Carson Miles who is in. So I apologize for any confusion there. 3:30 left to go. 36-15 your score. Yeah, Yackley looking to go all the way. Miles gets the rebound, going underneath left side. Couldn't get that shot to go. And a couple of opportunities and no points to account for. Behind the back was Clements. Still swinging around. Raven up top, down a few gates at the top. That's up there by Yackley and a man-to-man. There's a game inside now to Martin. Martin was looking for Burns. Shot no good, and Miles comes up with the basketball. On the other end, Yackley catch and shoot. Three, count it! And a chance for a 4-point play. Right now, Yackley 2 threes away, and he would have made his last 5 from 3 if he can accomplish that. He's already got 12 points. They're going to give the foul to Martin, and this is a 4-point play opportunity here for Yackley. Colson is going to come in for Yackley after the free throw if it's good, with 2:51 left to play. Yackley for the 4-point play. Can he convert it? And he can't do so. Gets his own rebound, and we'll give it off to Whitler to reset things. Moore, he'll catch and shoot 3. That one's going to be no good. And the Chargers will come up with 3 points, but missed opportunity for a 4-point play. Back to the Scotties now on the left side. Up top is Rhodes. Rhodes give it inside, looking for Craven underneath. Can't get back out to Rhodes. Matched up there by Miles. And out to Fugate. 15 on the shot clock as they are going to play a more slow and methodical game of basketball. Underneath, couldn't get the shot to go, was Burns. And it's back to the Chargers. Yackley with the feed to Whitler underneath, trying to make an acrobatic layup. And couldn't do so. It's a one and done for the Chargers. And Moore coming from behind to swat it away. Chargers definitely picking up the pace here as Yackley will get a rest here. With the Chargers up by 24, 2:01 left to go in the first half. Fugate directing some traffic here for Craven. It bounces off the knee of Moore. And they're going to say this is Sully Beach basketball. And I think an official from the far end is going to overrule this. That definitely came off of the knee of Moore. And now the official who had the closest view of it will agree with it. Definitely the right call. At least from this vantage point. I think the official, the far end, is like, didn't see Raven really touched the basketball, but officials definitely down one were able to fix it. Got a lot's going on. Got to see quite a bit here. Here's a 3 from Rhodes. Couldn't get that shot to go. Fugate trying to save it, and another empty possession for the Scotties. Have only scored 5 points in the quarter. Miles is going to check out, and James Miles with a heck of a second quarter for the Chargers. And Corey taking 1 charge, so he's had 3 charges, 3 charge calls in the last 2 games. Yackley to Falkenhagen, who comes in for Miles. Yackley will give it off to Moore underneath. 1 dribble, put it up, been good. And Moore's got 8 in the contest. Whitler will steal it off of the pass attempt from the Scotties. Whitler to Colson. What a feed for 2. Chargers have put up 21 points in the second quarter. They've held the Scotties to just 5. And the Chargers continue to bring that pressure. Final 60 seconds here in quarter number 2. Looking for the give to Fugate. Does. Spins right side. Shot no good. Rebounded by Burns. And that shot going to be good. It's a long 2. Courtesy of Craven. And that one on the other end, count it. Is Colson now with 10. Other end, it's going to be out of bounds. It will be Charger basketball. And the Sully Buttes can hold it for the final 32 seconds if they elect to do so. Yackley will get the inbound. Final 30 seconds here. Yackley going to just continue to hold it. Fugate matches up with him defensively. He's going to really wait and see what Yackley does here. Look for Yackley, look for Whitler, look for Colson. 10 seconds left to go. Chargers are going to hold it for the final shot. Here's a screen from Yackley. Gives it off to Colson. 3 at the end. No. Falkenhagen with 1 second. Puts it up and couldn't do so as he goes off to the right side. But what an effort to finish the second quarter as the Chargers are up by 28. They lead 45-17. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Give you some first half numbers here in just a moment. We're back in 2 minutes. Sully Buttes 45. It is the Scotties 17. We're back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
Getting you here into the halftime update. It is the Chargers up 45-17 over the Phillip Scotties here in Phillip. Chargers outscored the Scotties 23-7 at the end or in the second quarter to give them that huge lead. 22-10 after 1, 23-7 after 2. The Chargers right now, really good shooting. 56%, 19 of 34 from the field, 5 of 13 from three-point land, and 2 of 7 from the charity stripe. For the Phillip Scotties, they are 7 of 26 from the field at 27%, 0 of 6 from three-point land, and 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. Turnovers, I had the Scotties at 9 and the Chargers at 6. Rebounds, I do have the Chargers with the advantage at 15. to 9 in that in that category. Ties, I have 3. No lead changes yet in the first half, as it looks like it is going to be Chargers if they get that one more score before the Scotties close in. We're looking at some running clock here in the second half. It will be Charger basketball as well to start the second half. They'll be going from left to right, as the Scotties will go from right to left. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll get you some individual numbers next, as right now the Chargers are with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have them 6 with scoring figures in the first half. We'll tell you those individual numbers next after this 2-minute timeout on Country 95.3 Pier, KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. As it's 8:10. We'll back in 2 minutes.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Butte's athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Second half numbers here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. It's right now Chargers leading 45-17 after one half of play. We'll take a look at the individual numbers for the Scotties to start. Led by 2 players with 5 points. Lane Martin, Jackson Rose each with 5 points. Carson Burns with 3. Aiden Craven with 4 in the contest. For the Chargers, they're led by Jet Yackley with 12 points in the contest. Wesley with 11 points, 6 rebounds. Gavin Colson with 10 points, 1 rebound. James Miles with 2 points and 2 rebounds. And a charge to add to that category. Might be a category we have to start tracking if that charge count keeps going on. Cooper Falkenhagen with 2 points in the contest. Easton Moore with 8 points as well. So that is your individual numbers here in the first half. Second half numbers, or second half, I should say, is coming up. The Chargers, again, 1 away from that running clock. If they can get to that 47 mark before the Scotties close in that one. We kind of saw it. One team kind of took a lead in that first game for the girls. Chargers slowly tried to climb their way back in that one. They would fall short, but Charger boys looking to be on the winning side of that one and try to continue their great defensive effort. They outscored again 23-7 in the second quarter. Final 2-minute timeout as the second half is coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Looks like it'll be the same starting five to start the second half here, as we're just about 30 seconds away from it. The Chargers in their road purples for the first time this season, putting on an impressive performance as they have 45 points to the Phillip 17. And it will be Charger basketball to start the second half. They'll be going from left to right. Phillip from right to left here. And we will have the final 16 minutes for you. Appreciate you tuning in. Big thanks to Peggy. Big thanks to Eliza behind the scenes work. Peggy on the camera and running that scoreboard. And it's Eliza back in the studio, keeping us live here on the air, on the radio side of things. However you may be tuning in, we cannot thank you enough. And Whitler will trigger it in to start the second half. We are underway, as it will be Whitler, Yackley, Colson, Moore, and Miles. The 5 in for the Chargers in their road purples. Gold numbers, gold lettering. Moore underneath right side, puts it off the glass and in. 47-17. And it looks like we should be running clock here from at least the rest of this, unless it gets a little bit closer. Here's a three there from Rhodes. It's no good, and Whitler's the one who comes up with the rebound. He's close to a double-double. On the other side, it's Colson for two. Colson with 12. Lee ties all scoring in this contest. Rhodes, Yackley swiping it away, picked up there by Moore. Yes, they'll give it off to Yackley underneath left side for two. Count it. Yackley with 14. Yeah, slowing things down is Clements. Fugate. That's up by Colson. Is Sully Butte's running man-to-man still. Craven spins, gets some contact there from his own teammate. Fugate, and we'll turn the basketball over. It'll be a traveling call assessed to Sully Butte, or excuse me, to Phillip. Gives Sully Butte the basketball back. 6:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Good news is both shot clocks are now working, as for a while one shot clock was operational as the other one just shut off. Sully Butte will turn it over. Fugate will slow things down now, give it off to Rhodes. Now give it off to Burns, and they'll reset things here, it looks like, unless Moore swiped it away. Tried to do so without looking. Rhodes with a move in the post. Couldn't get the shot to go. It's going to be last touched by Whitler, and it'll give the Scotties back the basketball. Fugate will trigger it in on the near side. They'll look for Clements, excuse me. He'll be once again deflected by Whitler. Stays with the Scotties. Yeah, we'll be back in action on Saturday in Aberdeen for the girls. We'll try to get those times as well. Now we got a whistle, a official stoppage. Looks like the shot clock might have been going when it wasn't supposed to, but they reset it to 32 seconds. So they'll try it again. Rhodes will give it off to Fugate, almost taken away there by Colson. Fugate Right side, almost near that midcourt stripe. Now we'll get some separation from the midcourt stripe. I'll give it inside to Craven. Back out, Rhodes. Triple from the top. Will hit the back iron. Rebounded, though, by Clements, and he's able to get it. Quickly on the other end is Colson. Floater in the paint, in and out. Missed opportunity there for the Chargers, but that's a tough one, especially when you know it looks good and then it just takes that extra balance when it tries to go in. Rose looking, will spin, put it up for two. Yeah, that's a made bucket. First one of the second half. Colson, can he try it again? Can't get that shot to go. Miles, Whitler, Yackley, triple. You bet that's, oh, I thought it looked good. Try to get ahead of it, but that is going to be no good, and it will be a whistle. Looks like on the Chargers, so they're going to get James Miles for the foul, his first, and team first of the quarter. Miles will check out. Falkenhagen's going to check in with 3:50 left to go here. Again, these quarters going to go by quick here, most likely the rest of the way. Scotty's with the basketball back after the foul on the Chargers. Clements for two as he makes a nice dribbling move for two. As Clements has 4 in the contest. Give to Falkenhagen, but it goes all the way to Whitler. Triple, no. It's going to be rebounded there by Yackley. Yeah, second chance. Moore could get the shot to go in, and it's going to be a couple of opportunities and no buckets to account for. Clements going to go on the attack again. Switch his hands. He's done a good job scoring and switching his hands in this game. The shots are just finally able to go down for Clements. Here's the give now to Moore. Up top now to Colson. He's just saying, you know what? How about I make that three as he makes that three go in. So really good turnout here for Charger Nation. Really good crowd on our side. That's going to be a missed shot there. Moore will corral the rebound for Sully. Whitler quickly on the attack. Colson gets the screen. He'll fire mid-range jumper. No good. Falkenhagen can't get the rebound. Well, maybe could have been called for a foul, but that's not the case. And the Chargers go one and done. Clements at top. Doesn't go on the attack this time as he's had the last 6 for Sully Buttes. Triple from Fugate and a whistle and a foul. And a trip to line for Fugate and the Scotties. It'll be 7 and 8 free throws coming up. With 2:10 left to play as the clock will stop. And are they going to say it's 3 free throws? It is 3 free throws coming up for Fugate. We'll see Miles and Barber check in after the second made free throw. First one there from Fugate. He's good. He's got 2 more. He's got 4 on. Or no, that'll be his first bucket of the contest. First points, I should say. Second free throw. That one also perfect. And we'll get one more is Whitler and Moore are going to check out. Barber and Miles will check in here. Final free throw for Fugate with 2:10 left to go on the clock. Third and final one. Is this a perfect trip? Won't be the case. Falkenhagen will come down with the rebound. And the Chargers quickly on the other side. Barber will swing it to Colson at the top. Hand off now to Miles. Chargers just working around the iron. Falkenhagen for 2. That jumper is good. Mid-range jumper there from Falkenhagen. He's got 4. Only back up to 29 with a 56-27 score. Rowe is going to try to cut that once again down. He does. With 3 of his own, he's got 10. First Scotty in double digits here this evening. Other side, Yackley's triple, no good. And the Chargers almost get a turnover. Now it's picked up there by Eglinton. And it's going to be another one. Don's pace starts to pick up. Falkenhagen stops, puts up the shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. with 1:10 left to go. Foul is going to be against Rhodes. He'll pick up his first and team's first of the quarter. Final 70 seconds after these free throws. Falkenhagen will miss the first. Chargers to evade from the line. First free throw is for the Chargers here in this second half. Comes with 1:10 left in the third. Second free throw. Falkenhagen can't get the free throws to go in. And the rebound is courtesy of Rhodes, who was really making himself known in this third quarter. Rhodes spins in the paint. Now was looking to give it off there to Martin. And it will stay with the Scotties. Inbound will go to Rhodes. Here's the handoff down to Martin up top. Clements now to Turkleton. And out of bounds, and the Scotties will turn it over for the 12th time. As we approach the final 30 seconds here of the third quarter. Shot clock is turned off, and a 56-30 advantage for the Chargers. Colson with 18 seconds. Backs up. Chargers looking to just continue to hold it here. Colson looks, turns the basketball over, was looking to pass it off there. And coming from behind Martin was Miles. With no time on the clock, a buzzer beater from Carson Burns is good, and we'll go to the fourth. 56-32 is the final 8 minutes are coming up next here, and it looks like the starters will come back in and start this final 8 minutes. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's the Chargers 56, Phillip 32. We're back after this on Country 95.3.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Final 8 minutes about to begin here as the Chargers have a 56-32 advantage to start the fourth quarter. Scotty's basketball. It's Mike Bridgeko with you. Big thanks to Peggy behind the camera here. And it looked like it was going to be the starting five to start this fourth quarter. They will hit the strap, and it's going to go back to the Chargers. It's actually going to be Barber, Whitler. It's going to be Moore and Carson Miles and James Miles. They're going to say the Chargers actually deflected it, and they're going to look for the shot clock to be reset. 20 seconds is what they have on the shot clock. So we'll try it again here. Fugate looking to inbound it, and it's going to be an inbound that Wheeler's going to pick up after the turnover. Euro step, puts up the shot, and he'll be fouled and go to the line. And the foul go against Turkleton. Pick up his first, or his second, excuse me, and it's going to be the team's first. As Whitler will fire the first free throw, it's going to be off the mark. Help out in your community, be a good citizen. Help your friends and your neighbors make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So second free throw is no good from Whitler. And we're going to get another whistle. It's going to be out of bounds. It will stay Sully Buttes basketball. Get an inbound here from Barber. Moore is wide open underneath for two. Yeah, normally Whitler would be with about 20 points right now, but when you have a shot, it'll be no good on the other end. But when you can have 4 players in double digits, you would be pretty happy about those results. Carson Miles going to pick up the foul here. So the next time the Sully Beach boys are going to be in action, it's going to be on the January 8th. They will be taking on Highmore Herald at home. A bucket is good, courtesy of Burns. First points for the Scotties here in the fourth quarter. Moore up top now, there to Hudson Barber. First time we're calling his name here today, as Whitler couldn't get the shot to go. Gets his own rebound, tries to power his way. He's going to go fadeaway shot, and he's going to be fouled, and 2 free throws coming up. They're going to get the foul on Burns, so he's going to pick up his 4th. And it will send Whitler back to the line. Missed his first 2 free throws of the quarter. Chargers are 2 of 11 from the charity stripe. The first free throw from Whitler is going to be no good. We'll see Jackson Rhodes check back in. Get one more free throw here. Final free throw with 5:43 left to go. It is going to be good. And Whitler has got 2 of the 3 free throws made here. And that shot is somehow good. A couple of Sully Beach Chargers had a hand on the basketball, but give credit there to Martin, who was able to power that 4-2. Chargers starting to work on their bench a little bit. Colson and Yackley are going to check back in. Also get some changes as well for the Scotties, and a couple of players we don't have on our stat sheet here. We will fix that. Easton Moore is going to go to the line after the foul on the Scotties, as Moore will miss the first. Foul going to be courtesy of Aiden Craven. He'll pick up his first. And more substitutions. Whitler's going to check out. James Miles is going to check out. Checking in for the Scotties will be number 23, Tayshawn Williams. We're calling his name for the first time. Trying to see who else we're missing on the court for the substitutions. That looks like all the substitutions in this go-around. Moore goes 1 of 2. From the line, 60-36. Chargers once again in that 60-point range here this season. Again, you have 4 contributors in double-digit figures. We'll have a post-game show coming up here in just a few moments, and then we will guide you to KCCR AM, and a whistle and a foul. 2 free throws coming up. And we will guide you that way as there's some bowl games going on. Now going to go against Colson, who picks up his 3rd. And free throws coming up with 4:51 left to play. Rhodes at the line. First free throw, count it. And we'll have one more. Carson Miles checks out. We'll see. Looks like Willer's back in for the Chargers. One more free throw here for Rhodes. And he goes 2 of 2 from the line. Under 5 to play. Up top, Whitler working around the arc. It's Yackley on the attack. Goes all the way in. Underhand, scoop and score attempt is going to be whistled for a foul. And it will be, Yackley going to the line. They're going to get Tayshawn Williams for the foul. That'll be his first, team's 4th. And Yackley will shoot free throws with 4:32 left to go. He'll make the first. He's got 15 on the night. Ties the scorer high, Gavin Colson. The scorer for the Scotties is Jackson Rhodes. He's got 12. Yackley looking to be alone in that scorer's high by either team. Does so with the free throw. He's got 16. Clements was looking for the cut there for Martin. Didn't look back, going for it, as Whitler's going to go all the way with it for 2 and gets the bucket to go. First made bucket here in the fourth quarter for Whitler. 64-38. We passed nearing the midway point here in the fourth as the Scotties will turn it over. Give it over there to Colson. He'll fire 3. Catch and shoot is good. Gavin Colson for a triple. And brings that lead back to 29. 3:47 left to go. Another turnover there by the Scotties. As Colson gets it, he'll give it off to Yackley. Can he make that 3? That's good. Yackley now with 19. It's kind of a back and forth for the game high. Whitler to Colson. He'll not get that layup to go. That would have given them the game high, but it goes right back to the Scotties. Triple count it from Martin. So we're going to count this buckets. And they're going to get, looks like Hudson Barber on the foul. That'll be his first. And the rest of the bench clears here for Sully Buttes. Just checking in. It's going to be Chase Height. You'll get also in Jackson Paxson. You'll get Carson Mercer. Making sure I get everybody here. You get also Bretton Barber. And also in for Sully Buttes, it's going to be Lincoln Olson. So your bench clears here for the final 3:07. We're also going to see another new Scotty in. The free throw is no good after the made 3 there. And it's going to go right back to Sully Buttes. It's under 3 to play. 70-41 as the Chargers will go to 4-0 on the season before their game next week against Highmore. Chargers will lose the basketball on the turnover on the other end. No good. And a whistle and 2 free throws coming up. We'll have the foul going against Carson Mercer. Picks up his first. Want to remind you, be a good sport, whether you're at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office. This free throw there from Clements. We'll get one more. There's a second free throw. Also no good. It's going to be picked up there by Martin, who will go underhand for 2. And he gets that bucket to go in. He's got 12, and now the Scotties trying to get some points here as of late as they get the turnover against the Chargers, number 9 up get for them. Get Jackson Paxson with the foul. We'll play the free throw game from here on out for the final 2:16. Clements will miss the first. Is neither team shooting decent from the free throw line. Chargers at 35%, and it will be the Scotties at 47%. Second free throw, count it. As Clemens gets his first in 4 tries. And more benches cleared out as Owen Kirklandson is back in. Scotty's showing some full court pressure here with 2:13 left to go. Paxton looks to lose the basketball. It's going to be taken away there, and another whistle and out of bounds, it looks like. Also in for the Scotties. Looks like Evan Henry is in for the first time. So Chargers get over 70 points. They are at the 70-point mark. Their second time this season. Their last couple of games have been wins of the 69-point variety. Out of bounds, Chargers will turn it over. And they just now hit the double digits. We'll have a quick post-game show as we'll just keep it here at the conclusion of this one so we can get you, for the sports fans, over to KCCR. If you're on the country station, we'll get you back to the regularly scheduled program and turn over by the Scotties. And again, the Chargers will go to 4-0 on the season with a date with Highmore Herald coming up next week. The Chargers also will have a game or have a round ball classic in Sioux Valley on the 10th. And I believe the girls also have something on the 10th as well. I'll double check here as the clock continues to go down. It will be Scotty basketball, but for the girls, they have a game against Ipswich on Tuesday, but again, they have a game coming up on Saturday against Aberdeen Christian. They're at Highmore Herald on Friday, and then they are going to be at the Redfield Holiday Classic on the 10th as well. So we'll kind of have to pick one or the other for the 10th, and we'll wrap this one up here. That's what looks like next week. So we'll have 4 dates, 4 games for Sally Buttes next week. Again, the girls will have 3 games. They got Highmore Herald, Ipswich in that classic. Boys will have 2 games coming up next week. Girls will have a lot. They will have played, if you count today, get Saturday, and then 2 next week. That's at least 4 games played within a week stretch, or a week and a half, and then you got the Classic. So we're not sure how many games will be played in that, but Charger girls going to have a lot of games coming up here. So second free throw, no good. And that is going to do it here. Final 15 seconds. Coming up quickly is a bucket there made by Martins. Martins having himself a decent second half. He's got 14. 4 seconds left to go, and the Scotties, they'll just throw one up and almost made it. Just to have fun, as Circle Linson would miss that shot, and that's how the game is. Your final in this one, it is the Sally Buttes Chargers winning this one 70-46. Quickly here, taking a look at some numbers. The lead changes, no lead changes, but we had 3 ties in the beginning. After the slow start for the Chargers, they would shoot 58% from the field. And 3-point land, they would go 42%. 8 of 19 from the field, 6 of 19 from 3-point land. Big thanks to Peggy once again for the camera work. And again, Liza back in the studio. Take a look at point numbers. It was Easton Moore leading, or not leading scoring, but he finished with double-digit points at 13 points. Jet Yackley with 19, Wesley Whitler with 14. You had Gavin Colson with 18, James Miles with 2, and also Cooper Falkenhagen with 2 points as well here in the contest as well. Let's get you your Yackley Ranches player of the game, and I thought Gavin Colson today had a pretty good showing. Would be just 1 bucket shy of the point leader, but he finished with 18 points in the contest. And also, your Colson Farms Unsung Hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. A big thanks. It goes to the player that we don't maybe say the name a lot, but made an impact in his own way. And, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can go with this one tonight as well. But our Unsung Hero really didn't hear his name quite a bit, but I thought in today, Wesley Whitler, he would finish with 14 points and 7 rebounds. Really got the rebound totals going in that one. So that's going to do it for us. We'll be back in action on Saturday. We'll get you that time as well and let you know here on KCCRradio.com for the sports side of things as well. Again, big thanks to Peggy and Heather running the camera for me here this evening. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio. I'm Wyatt Barichka. If you're wanting more sports, go to KCCR AM 1240, 98.9 FM, or if you want to listen to some country music, you can have that next here on KCCR. For everybody at the Riverfront Broadcasting, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Sully Buttes Basketball here on Country 95.3.